Hey, what's going on, friend? Juan Pablo here, full-time entrepreneur and real estate investor. But I have a question for you. How can you be a leader in your business if you, for one, can't prove to the world that you can be a leader in your workplace? So I've been in both positions. I've been an employee and an entrepreneur. But at the end of the day, despite what your position is, despite what your title is, you can always spot out a leader. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're working as an employee at your place of work, and you might not be extremely fond of your boss or the workplace, the culture, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you may check out mentally, right? It happens, don't get me wrong. Not everyone works 100% of the time at the workplace. I get it, I know. Sometimes you need a mental break. Sometimes you need to decompress. I get that, we're human. But if it's a commonplace of you always double tapping photos like on Tinder, or you're on Instagram swiping left, swiping right, or you're trying to shoot someone DMs, you're checking the score, the highlights, see what happened on Real Housewives of some city last night. Are you being a leader? And why I bring it up? Let's say this. Let's say you're at your workplace and the internet goes out. Do you take it as an opportunity to kick back, relax, go to the water cooler, have a nice little conversation with your favorite coworker? Or maybe I'm going to the restroom and just chill and be on Instagram. Or maybe I'm just going to sit there and take a nap because no one's looking in my area, so I'm going to see if I can rest my eyes a little bit. Or would you prove that you're a leader and say, you know what, being that the internet's out, let's see what we can do. Perhaps we can have some group exercises. Perhaps we can use this as an opportunity to do planning and preparation for the next day. Perhaps what we can do is do a SWOT analysis, that's strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats, and see what we can do to better our department or better our business in general. Or perhaps I can look into the matter and see how we can solve the internet. Perhaps I can call the internet provider. Perhaps I can be a problem solver and be a leader. And in my opinion, leaders are proven in times of crisis. Of course, face value, if you ask anybody, are they a leader? Of course they'll say they're a leader. Of course they lead in some regards, don't get me wrong. Many people are leaders in their own right, so I'm not trying to talk down on anybody. But in times of crisis, are you going to stand strong? Take the lead? Provide solutions? Encourage your team, despite what your title or position is? Or are you going to be that person that falls back? Well, it ain't my problem. Well, I guess it's time for me to catch up on my narcos. I guess this is the opportunity for me to take a little nap. Or maybe I could slide out of here, right? So I just want to ask you this question, guys. If you're a leader, then why are you shirking your responsibilities, especially in times of crisis? So if you do this now, while you're an employee, please believe you will be able to do this later when you're an entrepreneur. So the only thing I'm saying is get your practice in now. Get your reps in now. Be a leader at your workplace to the point you outgrow it and say, you know what, I need to start my own business, be my own entrepreneur, but I'm going to take that same leadership quality in which I'm going to perform in times of crisis. Hold my composure in times of crisis. I'm also going to motivate others. Give them some peace of mind in a time of crisis. Then you're just doing enough reps to the point your leadership muscles are so strong to the point when you start your own business, crisis is now light work. And that's the beauty of working out your muscles, right? Your muscles can only develop if you put pressure on it. So as a leader, keep putting in those repetitions where crisis and pressure is concerned. So by the time you have your own business, you're gonna be strong, A-player style. All right? So be a leader, A-player, let's get it. And reach out to us as a resource if you ever need some motivation. All right, thanks, peace.